This lecture is actually a very short lecture, and the topic is rendering. So we are going to continue with the same building. I am at the exploded view that we created. So what I want to do is to actually place a camera and render a view. So I'm going to go to level 4. And I want to actually place a camera so I can see the 3D wall and the bench. So you can access the camera if you go to the quick access toolbar and the little house icon drop down menu, click on camera. So you can place a camera and then extend the rays so that changes the focus. So you're going to place it, and then it will create a new view. As you see, it also creates it under 3D view, and we can change the name. Let's call it a 3D of fourth floor. And then you can click on the box and you can grab these blue circles and you can adjust the view. If you are not happy with the placement of the camera, you can go back to level 4 and you can see the camera there. Or if it's not shown, if you click somewhere else and it's not shown, you can right click on the 3D view that was created and you can say show camera and it will show the camera. So then you can make adjustments if you want also. So I think this is fine. You can adjust it further. This is just an example. So you can create another view as you wish. And let's go to shaded view. There we go. So this is the camera I have placed and the view I have created. And now I want to render it. Let's see how to do it. So to render, here, this is the icon for rendering. And that is on the view control bar. So you can access it from here. You can click on that. So it opens the menu and you can set the quality. So as you see, the quality can be draft. That's the lowest quality. Let's change that to at least medium. So the higher quality you go to, the longer it will take. And so screen resolution is fine. Let's go down and under lighting, let's change the exterior to sun and artificial, and style, you can change the sun setting. As you see, there are options for sun setting, so you can change the day if you want. The background you can also change. So this is interior, it wouldn't show the sky itself, but it will have slight impact on the interior rendering. So you can change the sky also to cloudy. And when you are happy with the adjustments or settings, you can click on render. So it will take some time and it will render the view for you. So as I said, the higher the quality you choose, the longer it will take to render. Okay, so I had selected cloudy sky. It seems like there is not enough light. Let's change that to interior, sun and artificial. And let's change the sky to actually no clouds. And let's render again and see if we get better lighting. So every time, as you see, if you make changes to the setting, you should press render again, and then it will render the view. Okay, I guess that's a better lighting. Then if you have too much light, you can change the setting again. So that is how rendering works. You can start with a lower quality to adjust lighting first, and then when you're happy with the quality of or the amount of light you have, then you can go with a higher quality of render. And then you can save this to project or export it as like JPEG file. If you save it to project, it will give it the same name as the 3D view, but then it will, I'm going to close the dialog, it will place it under renderings. So in project browser, you can go to renderings and there it is. That's our rendered view. So any 3D view, any camera you create, the view will be under 3D views. And then if you render it, it will go under renders. We can also do interactive or ray trace rendering. So I'm going to go back to level 4. And this time I'm going to access the camera from View tab. Under Create, we have the 3D view drop-down menu. You can grab the camera from there also. So this time I'm going to place the camera in the top left corner, and I'm going to place it so it sort of views the spiral stair and part of the wall that I mean the back of the 3D wall, the bench, and the curtain wall. So let's place it there. Okay, let's adjust the view. Let's see what we can actually see here. I guess it's not showing what I was hoping to see, but that's okay. That's fine. Let's actually go to third floor and place, I'm going to delete this one. So let's go to third floor and place it there. Okay. On the third floor, maybe we have a better view of this stair. Okay, go back to 3D view, camera, grab the camera and place it here. Let's see what we see. Okay, here I see the spiral stair from the third floor. That's a better view, I guess. So let's go to shaded. And then down here, we have the option to do ray trace. So let's click on the, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, here I wanted to do ray trace. So under the visual styles, so I just changed to shaded, but you can change to ray trace. And if you do that, it's going to give you an interactive rendering. It's going to take time to render, and because it's also interactive, it will sort of take longer, so be patient with it. So every time you change the view, it's going to render again. As you see, Revit says it's not responding. So the interactive somehow it has rendered the whole. Okay, I don't know why it jumped outside the building. I was hoping it stays 3D view. Well, my camera was well placed inside, but again, this is just an idea of how you do interactive ray trace. So if you want to have an interactive view, you can do that, and then you can hit save here, and you can save the image to the project. So that is how you do ray trace or interactive rendering. You can change the graphic display options, and you see for that also it has the rendering setting, so you can change the rendering setting here, and then do the ray trace. So it will use the settings from the graphic display options. Let me see what happened to my camera. Okay, I'm going to change this to shaded because it's sort of heavy. Where is the camera? I guess I moved the camera outside. Yeah. Somehow I moved the camera outside. Okay, so that's where the camera is. Well, I'm going to take it back in. Okay, it is outside. I guess I changed both the elevation and the placement of the camera. So, okay, don't worry about that. I mean, you can place it anywhere. I just wanted to show you how the ray trace works, but you can place it inside or outside to play around with it and see what it looks like. Another way to render is to render in cloud, and under view tab you see that option that says render in cloud. So let's go to one of my 3D views and then choose render in cloud. I could have also placed the camera, or you could just use one of the 3D views. So here are instructions. So on the cloud you can actually it is sort of convenient because you just send the images or renders to cloud and it will not do them on your local machine. So it will be sort of faster. You don't have to wait for them. So step 1 is that you will select 3D views and start rendering. Step 2, the service will notify you when your images are ready. Step 3, you will view them in render gallery. So you can say continue. I was by default at 3D exploded, so that is the 3D view selected, or you can select another view. You can choose a still image or other output type that you desire. Render quality standard, or you can do final, so that will be higher quality. You can choose the image size and exposure, and then you say render. So it's going to take some time to upload that. And again, it will use your Autodesk account. So make sure that you are logged in. If you were not logged in, it will ask you to log in. So that is being rendered and you can view the process. And again, it will let you know when the images are ready so you can view them. So that's another way to render. So for your projects, again, if you don't want to do the renders on your local machine, you can send them to cloud for rendering.